Hello viewers, this is Attorney Gehi, and today we are going to talk about how to skip the EB-2 or the EB-3 category, especially if you are from India or China. So folks, I get a lot of questions from people from India and China, and the biggest concern for them is that the EB-2 and the EB-3 category is backlogged. Do I have any options? Yes, you may have options. So there's one category which can really help a lot of people, and people do not know much about the value of the EB-1A. People are scared, people are confused, and they feel that the EB-1A category is very difficult. The answer is that if you are ready to put in some time and effort in just working a little bit on the weekends, spending that extra time to become a champion, then I can assure you, you may become eligible for the EB-1A. The common question I get from people is that I am working for this big Fortune 500 company. I'm working for this nice company, and this is among the best companies I've ever seen. And my problem is that I just have a master's degree from the United States of America. Can I qualify for the EB-1A? My answer is that you may. Yes, you may. You already have an advanced degree. You met that requirement. And after that, if you work with a good law firm that can help you to understand the entire process, you may become eligible. So how does that work? You have a master's from the United States of America, and you have this very good salary. You're making $150,000 or $180,000. Wow. You already are kind of on your road to success towards the EB-1A. How is that possible? The bottom line is, get your resume evaluated from a good attorney and let the attorney work with you, and make sure that you start putting in some time on the weekend, get some publications out, and that's why a lawyer can guide you to let you know what are the weaknesses in your resume. And besides that, you can become a judge, in your profession, of the area of expertise that you have acquired over the years, and you have to become a member of top associations. The common question that I get from people who have a master's degree is that, Mr. Gehi, isn't that very difficult? There's a very good saying in English that when the great get going, the going gets great. Fortune favors the brave. So we've seen clients in our law firm who have come to us and they've had a master's degree from the United States. They've been working for good companies, and we reviewed the qualifications and we told them, how about this? We would like to contact you regularly, and if you're ready to put in the time and effort, then you may become eligible for the EB-1A. Guess what? Recently, we had a client and he had a master's from the United States, and we worked with him. He got some publications out, and later on we helped him in some other areas of critical concern that would have qualified him, and he worked towards them. And finally, the great news is that my client has an approved I-140. So this is great, and our client was from India. This is very important, especially if you're from India, because the EB-2 and the EB-3 category is completely backlogged at this stage. Now, how can a person benefit under the EB-1A? The good news is you do not require a sponsor. Isn't that fantastic? That is great. Plus, secondly, you do not need a labor certification. All you need to do, if you're coming to us, I would prefer that you have a master's degree from the United States. If you're in the IT profession, or if you're in any other profession, and if you're drawing a good salary, in the 100,000 range, start thinking about this. Even if you're close to that, start thinking about it. And the good news is that if you qualify, even right now, in approximately 2 to 2.5 years, you can get your green card, rather than waiting for more than a decade more than a decade to qualify under the EB-3. The bottom line is that if you are ready to put in the hard work, the time, the dedication towards basically looking at the EB-1A, forget those long, painful journeys for working for your employer for years, waiting for them and waiting for this labor certification process, the tedious labor certification process, bypass it. The questions that I get from people are, do I have to tell my employer that I'm going under the EB-1A? The answer is that it is not required. Now, why is it not required? It is because the EB-1A does not even require a sponsor. Get your publications in order and we can assist you with that. We can guide you with your publications. We can let you know whether you're following the right direction. Make sure that you're ready to put in some time on the weekend, and God willing, you'll be successful like my other client who has his I-140 approved under the EB-1A category. Prior results do not guarantee future outcome. This is Attorney Gehi